participants and stakeholders involved in the World Banana Forum are the companies that work in the banana industry, producer associations, smallholders and small growers cooperatives, non-governmental organizations that work in the field of environmental protection, human rights, trade unions, banana worker unions, and some governments also that are either producing or importing bananas. So the main objective is to build consensus on best practices for the banana sector in terms of environmental protection, in terms of addressing climate change issues and mitigating the impact of the banana industry on climate change, in terms of promoting respect for labor rights, for promoting gender equality, and promoting a fair distribution of value along the supply chain for bananas. The main challenge is to find funding from external donors to support the activities of the forum, and especially its secretariat and participation by people from developing countries in the activities of the forum. The role of the FAO is to facilitate the forum, and the Trade and Markets Division of FAO acts as the secretariat of the forum and plays the role of a facilitator.
Over the past few years, a number of voluntary standards for the certification of biofuels or of specific biofuel feedstocks such as sugarcane and palm oil have been developed, mostly in response to concerns about the environmental and socioeconomic sustainability in the production of these commodities. The FAO's Bioenergy and Food Security Criteria and Indicators project has compiled 13 of these voluntary standards into an interactive web-based tool that allows users to compare across these standards and to benchmark them against the main regulatory frameworks. So what are the lessons learned out of this compilation of bioenergy sustainability initiatives that we prepared? Well, all of them really address a broad range of sustainability issues, especially on the environmental side. Some of them also address a number of social sustainability issues, such as land tenure and labor conditions. But what is really lacking in this case is specific thresholds and clear assessment guidelines. With regard to one of the most highly debated issues in the area of bioenergy, so the potential competition between bioenergy production and food security as a whole, we've noticed that only a few of these standards make explicit reference to this issue, and none of them has really succeeded so far in addressing this issue in all of its complexity. And this is exactly where the Bioenergy and Food Security Criteria and Indicators project has decided to focus its efforts, and has developed a set of tools that can be used to assess the effects, both positive and negative, of bioenergy on food security at both the national macro level and at project level.
The result of the 3 case studies undertaken in Thailand, Mali, and Peru was that at this point, as the standards stand, there are additional challenges and not as many opportunities. And there's not any benefit at this point for including smallholders in the certification because of a lack of a price premium. And the existing mechanisms in the certification schemes allow for the inclusion of smallholders without certifying smallholders in the actual scheme. FAO can support smallholders in participating in not only global bioenergy value chains, but also bioenergy certification by first understanding what the challenges and opportunities are, which is what we've tried to undertake with our recent study, and then assessing baseline or collecting baseline data on what the exact challenges and potential impacts of certification are for smallholders, and then supporting them in capacity building and extension services so that they are able to become certified as the standards adjust the mechanisms.